All right, Enzo and Jack. You start off in the Netherlands. What was it like right off the bat when you get there? And it's like Big Brother All Stars on the Amazing Race track.
I mean, for me, first time being on TV and everything, it was just it, when you're stuck in a hotel for a while and the show starts, it's just your mind goes a 1,000 miles an hour, right? But just being in Amsterdam, I thought it was awesome. I've never been there. I don't really travel, so just getting there and just being in there was just surreal.
It was awesome. The scenery there, just seeing just being on that bridge. I feel like we were about to get ready to rob a bank. Like everyone was like putting on like hats, gloves. Like I feel like we're about to go do like pull a heist or something. So it was just I was the adrenaline was pumping, man. I was so excited. I think too excited in the beginning because it's like, we're about to start now.
And you finished last place right off the bat in an ice bowling challenge. I mean, you have ice up, you're from the north. So what happened and set you back right away?
Look, they didn't show, but there was one or twice we got 9 pins like early. So I was like, oh, we got this in the bag, we're gonna get this. And then I think me and him were just kind of like, wait, let me like do it this way or do it that way, and then we kind of just like got in each other's head. But it was like a crapshoot too, though. It was like, you know, I wish he was a little lighter too. That would have helped. You know what I mean? That would have helped a little bit too. But we got to get it done there. I feel like it was a little bit of crapshoot. We got a little bit unlucky, but we still got to. We can't finish last there. We just can't.
And from there, I mean, you never seems to quite know where you were. It's like the navigation clearly wasn't your strong suit. So how frustrating was that just to keep getting turned around on that first leg? And how far back do you think you were at some point? How far ahead were the other teams, do you think?
Well, when we came in last in that competition, that definitely messed with us mentally a little bit, right? So now we're thinking everyone's against us. We came in last, and this type of show you want to try to work with teams too. But when we struggled the most was with the bike. The bike is when we were like, I were far behind. Getting to the Volendam Harbor, we got there pretty fast, but they didn't show the clue. There was a clue that said you had to look for like 2 hour parking, and that's what we were doing when you really didn't have to. That's what tied this up a little bit too. When we got to the Volendam Harbor, was looking for that parking, but the bike is pretty much what slowed us down more than anything else.
Enzo, what would you rather eat, Big Brother slop or hazard herring?
I'll do the herring. Yeah, at least it's protein and it's real quick and it's fast. The what's that? The slop is like it's like a dusty bird seed. I'll take the fish every day and any day. That's it.
So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like disgusting to eat.
I mean, it was just a little. I felt like it was a little sweaty and slimy, but we got to we got to do it. I mean, it was small too. It wasn't really that big.
That final roadblock when you guys finally show up, there were other teams still there. So was there like a glimmer of hope? Like, did you feel some adrenaline come back at that point?
I said it. That was one of my favorite parts of the day because it's like they saw a ghost. And like, I thought they were dead, these guys. And for us walking in there, Kat started crying a little bit because she's like, "Oh my God, Enzo's here now. I can't figure this out." So I felt like, bro, we just got a second life here, bro. If we could just figure this thing out pretty quickly, we got this. We can survive, and we could pull off something that we started so bad. We were having such a bad day. To pull it off at the end there, I was just getting excited. I was like, "Yo, we could do this. Let's just go."
And then when we got there, then the next 30 minutes was I was running. I was running through there looking for the flowers. I was going back and forth, running while they were walking. They were kind of fatigued. They were kind of like, oh man, Enzo and Jack showed up. We can actually come in last now. And we had the momentum at that moment. I was going in there. I was running back and forth, hustling, and they were walking. So like we had the momentum, but then it was a little bit too late.
They were there for like 2 hours figuring the things out. We didn't have that. We were pressed for time. We couldn't. We needed like a half hour max to figure that out.
Jack, what was your dynamic like, do you think, as competitors? Like what's the brotherly dynamic? Was there fighting? Was there competition, or are you guys work pretty cohesively together?
Listen, for the most part, our relationship, we work great together, right? He's the more outgoing, more social person. I'm the more reserved person. I'm the more easygoing person. So I'll let him get his way more and stuff like that. So we work well on that stuff. But in this type of show, if I was right about something, I should have spoke up more, right? If he was right about something, he should have spoke up more. And we kind of like, when I was right, we went with what he said. And when he was right, we went with what I said. We just couldn't get on the same page. But our relationship is
we
fine.
needed a little help. We like
Yeah,
it was just me and you too. We were too with each other for too long. We needed like another team. We needed a little bit of help because that would have went a long way for us. We needed like
yeah,
another somebody on the outside looking in on us and be like, no, let's do this, or have somebody think for us. Because me and you were just we were at wits end, bro. Because
yeah.
I literally I'm not lying. It took us about to close to 3 hours to find the parking spot that we needed that we didn't need to find, but we did find it, and that killed us. Like I'm talking about mentally, like it's
Drained
just
us.
our whole morale. It just killed us.
Speaking of help, were you surprised that Kylan and Taylor gave Jag and his brother the express pass? And was there any team that you two were looking at to work with at all throughout this race, if you could have?
For that, I was just like, I don't know. I mean, you never know with these people pre-gaming or whatnot. I don't know. Who knows? But I really didn't care about that. I mean, but I mean, in the end, it kind of looked like they won that leg. So it was kind of like, I know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I just said, it just starting off like that, and then for us coming in last, I was just like, damn, man, it's never like this. The Amazing Race. He just said, Phil says go, and we go. You know, it was never that like little. It was like that. It was a monkey wrench for us. You know what I mean? Because now we got last place. Now we're in a penalty. So yeah, that I wanted to see. I felt like there was a bunch of teams that wanted to play with me. A bunch
Yeah.
of them. Just that we started off so bad that man, we I mean, it was just like I thought like we had to beat them instead of like we needed help. Like we needed help. We needed someone to help with us.
And Enzo, you made it to the final both times you played Big Brother. So how, you know, discouraging or heartbreaking was it to come up last and have Phil send you home on the mat first?
Uh, I hate it because we talk every day about we should when we saw Hannah in the parking lot, she was looking at us, she wanted to work with us. That was a fatal mistake because I'm like, right there we could just be like, Hannah, let's go, just help us. And she would have been like, look, just leave the car there, park the car there, and let's go. If she would have said that's us, I'm telling you, we would have got probably in the middle of the table. We wasted so much time. So for me to get last in this, again, look, the Amazing Race is it's so much different than Big Brother. It is. It's just it's different. It's just everything about it. So, but I still like I talk to my brother every day about it. Like, yo, bro, we should have did this. We should have did that. So it definitely eats at me. Like, damn, if we would have just did this, we definitely would not got last place. I feel like we didn't deserve last place, but look, we weren't on our game. We had a horrible day. We were just, we were just, man, we were so, it was the frustration, just, just second guessing each other a lot. I think if we just had somebody else with us there to help us, another team, it would have, yeah, I'm telling you, we would have went a lot farther. I don't know if we would have won the thing, but we were starting to figure things out towards the end. And that's why I'm like, man, if we would have just survived the first leg, who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows?
You know, we can't obviously see what happens in the future, but they do have like the legs of the race. So how disappointed were you as Italians not to get to that leg in Italy? How much fun would you have had there?
Oh my God. I called them up right away. I said, I knew it. They were going to go to Italy. Man, we could have been with our people. I could have been speaking with them, just having a good time with it, man. You would have saw so much. I feel like you saw like a stressed out side of us the whole day.
Yeah.
If we could have got to that stage and source in Italy, you could have like sourced just having fun with it now, just being relaxed.
Yeah.
Pressure's off of us. Me like hitting on like women in Italy and in the piazzas of Italy, just whatever, man. Just having fun with it. That really hurt. That hurt. I told my mom. My mom was upset. She's like, "You see, you too. You see it." I mean, like she was upset about it. So,
You know, looking back on it, what was the most fun part of it? Even though it was short-lived, what did each of you enjoy the most about your experience in the race?
I mean, me personally, I enjoyed everything. I thought it was fun. Even sitting in the hotel room with my brother, just us two hanging out, that was awesome, right? Then, yeah, we were stressed out during that race, but now when we talk about it, man, we laugh hard talking about some of the things we did and stuff. So, like, just everything, I had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. At first, I'm not, again, he's the more social person. He does these things. I'm a little more reserved. So I was nervous at first, but after going through with it, I would love to try to do the Amazing Race again, but I would love to do it again. I had so much fun.